I was 17 years old, a senior in high school, and I just know I didn't want to go to college right away. So I chose the Army route, and I joined after I graduated high school, July '94.
I was 18 years old, and my parents told me that I needed to find a way to pay for my college. So I decided to join the Navy. I worked as a medic, just giving shots to soldiers, doing EKGs, drawing blood, getting patients ready for the doctors.
20 years later, I decided it was time to hang it up. I figured my transition into the civilian side of the house would be pretty simple compared to what I did in the military, which majorly mistaken with that one right there.
In Indiana, it's very tough for a veteran to find a job.
A lot of the issues I had was having to translate what I did military-wise into civilian terminology.
I think it felt belittling and degrading.
Yeah, that's it right there. It's like, wow, this is what I did for 20 years, and this is the thanks I get.
My sister's also a veteran, and she got set up through the Volunteers of America, and the Volunteers of America introduced her to the Easterseals, and then she introduced me to Carl at the Easterseals.
A lot of our veterans, they feel I did my job. I really don't need to talk about it, and I don't know how to do it on paper. So the translation and the just writing about themselves is the hardest part. And I find a lot of veterans don't even know where to begin.
He helped me rewrite my resume and helped me with my LinkedIn.
He got my resume in front of the right people, which really helped open up the door.
I try to match their skills with what the company is looking for, and I'll do some research on my own because I will not send a veteran to a company if it's not a good match.
I think the biggest thing that we picked up on Eric during the interview process was he was very systematic and he didn't seem to get rattled. He was very calm through the whole process. He seemed like someone that could really come into a second shift environment and deal with all that chaos without getting too rattled. I think the other thing that was very impactful was he was really looking for a place that he could grow and make an impact.
These two individuals achieved what every veteran wants to be able to achieve, to find a job that they are happy with, that they're gonna love.
So if I hadn't met Carl, I would not be working to my full potential. Now I got my job that I wanted, which is working in the ER at University of Cincinnati.
I'm glad that I have a job, and feel like it's finally taking off.
I think that Eric in a few years is going to be somebody who's in a very high management role.
I have heard nothing but great things from both Kelly's and Eric's employers. They're very happy with them coming on board. They see a lot of potential in both of them. That tells me I did my job and I was able to help two individuals that were struggling to find that niche to make them happy.
It's like I'm a platoon sergeant again. You just always have to be on your game. And that's what I like about it. That's what it was for me in the military. You had to think 3-4 moves ahead all the time whenever you're planning operations. No different here at Aero, except people aren't shooting at you. So that's like an added bonus right there.